Sabine Schmelzer is a coach for video marketing. She supports coaches, trainers, and consultants to get more visibility with their videos. She helps people overcome their insecurities in front of the camera. She teaches her clients how to find the best video content and how to get more visibility on YouTube. Well, she believes that YouTube is the best channel for long-term success. Please help me welcome to the webinar our trainer tonight, Sabine Schmelzer. Welcome, Sabine. The stage is yours.
Thank you very much for the introduction. And as you said, I'm a coach for video marketing, and YouTube is the channel you should be if you're a trainer or consultant, because it's a platform where your videos stay for years. And I have videos that are 10 years old now on my private channel when I started with my first videos, not on my business channel, but they stay there forever and they are found by anyone. And this can increase your visibility, and it can also increase the visibility of your club. I have adapted my presentation today towards Toastmasters Clubs, but everything you learn is also, you can also apply for your private channel or your business channel that you have. Because there are some common mistakes that many people are doing, and I want you to be aware of these and will show you how you can avoid this. I've prepared a presentation that I would like to share now. Okay, I will move you over here. And in between, I will switch to YouTube to show you directly in YouTube certain things, how you can change it, good examples, bad examples. So let's start here. This is my agenda. Why YouTube? Why is it so important? Then I would like to show you the 3 common mistakes that you should avoid, because many people are doing this, and it's just 3 things. If you can change them, your videos will be found much more often if you avoid these things. Then I have some points on creating your YouTube channel if you don't have one, what you should do or you should know. Then there are certain things that you should know for your video uploads, how to optimize your videos after uploading. And the 5th point is promotion. It's not enough to put your videos on YouTube and how to host them there and to wait until somebody finds them. You can promote your videos and help the YouTube algorithm to show that your videos are interesting, so that YouTube will display your videos to more and more people. And the 6th point is, especially for Toastmasters Clubs, what you should consider before you start your YouTube channel. Yeah, let's leave it like this. I will come to this point later. So why YouTube? You probably know YouTube is the 2nd largest search engine after Google. So people are searching for solutions, for problems, for products, for how-to videos. And this makes a big difference to the other social media platforms. When people are searching on YouTube, they are looking for something. On Facebook, on Instagram, it's more for distraction. They are not really searching for something. They want to be distracted. They want to see what their friends or family is doing, or they are looking for other things, but they are not searching for something. And therefore, YouTube is a better place to upload your videos there, because then you will be found in the search. I don't know if you know Alexa. It's a service from Amazon who shows data from all the social media platforms Unfortunately, it will be closed down in May, I think. But there you can see that people spend more time on YouTube than on Facebook. It's about every person 18 minutes per day. And Facebook, it's just 15 minutes. Although it's just 3 minutes more, people spend more time on YouTube than Facebook. So go to this platform. The third point is a very important one. Your videos will stay on YouTube for years. And the longer they stay, the more views you will have. And this is the difference to Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, where your videos will be displayed to people only for 1 or 2 weeks. So your videos, if you create them, they just have the opportunity to be found much longer than before. Fourth one is it's free. And this is important for us as Toastmasters, as we don't have big budget. It's a free platform that we can use. There is promotion and there will be more promotion in the future, but on the other hand, we can use it for us as long as it's possible without any costs. And the fifth point is you can reach plenty of people outside of Toastmasters who are looking for public speaking, presentation skills, leadership skills, or anything else. You go outside of the Toastmasters bubble and show yourself or your club to the rest of the world. But you need to be found. And this brings me to the 3 most important mistakes. The 3 common mistakes that I see on YouTube is, first one is the titles. Especially from Toastmasters Clubs, when we started 2 years ago to record webinars, they put in the title, this is the webinar February 2022 or 2019 at that time, and nothing else. But no one is searching for this, and no one knows what is this webinar about. So avoid these things. Don't include or they include unnecessary words like the club's name, the district's name, our TM abbreviations, episode numbers, or anything else. Like you see in this picture that I've found here, DTM Ragavan on keeping the commitment. No one outside of Toastmasters knows what a DTM is. No one knows who Ragavan is. Keeping the commitment might be a more interesting title. So make your titles attractive, and I will show you later on how to do this. The second mistake is they don't include any keywords. So nobody knows what the videos are about. And as we are on a search engine on YouTube, you should use keywords. If you see this title, DTM Ragavan on keeping the commitment, I'm not sure if anybody is using for this. For a speech title, it sounds good, but it's not good for a video title because people want to know what is this video about before they click on it. And therefore, keywords in the title are important that your videos will be found and your title should be attractive. The third common mistake is the thumbnails. The thumbnails is the small preview window that you see when the video is displayed to you either on your smartphone, on your tablet, or on your screen. And many of the videos that I've seen, especially from Toastmasters, is there are no thumbnails at all, or it's too much text, like on this thumbnail here, or the text is too small. So if you can't recognize it, nobody will see it or read it. And the thumbnail and the title make up 95% why people click on your video. And I want to show you another example. So I will stop my presentation and show you my other screen. So this is a Toastmasters channel from another district. It's District 71. They already have 670 subscribers, which is a good number for a Toastmasters Club. But when you see the thumbnails, you can't read anything. Besides of the first one on the left corner, what is the Growth Academy? But you see here also abbreviations like D71 Training Bureau. Who knows what a training bureau is? Or who knows what D71 is? Please avoid these things. Take them out. You have 50 letters for your title so that this is visible on every device. Everything that's longer than 50 letters is not displayed and people won't click on it. Channel, it's very large. It has more than 200 videos. But as you see, most of them don't have a thumbnail. All the text is too small. You can't read it in this view, and you should try to avoid this. If you upload videos, please also put some effort into the thumbnails so that people are attracted to your video and that they click on it. After these 3 common mistakes, let's start with your YouTube channel. If you start a YouTube channel for your club or for your own business, you need first the channel's name. And as a Toastmaster club, you should have somewhere Toastmaster in it, but it's not necessarily the only channel name. We are all about public speaking, and it might be good to have public speaking skills or something in the channel name. This is the first thing you have to think about. Then you need a channel header. And this header, you can create it with Canva, but it needs to have a special size. And that's why I put this red image here. You must read the name of the channel and what it is about on a large screen like a TV, but also on a smartphone and also on a notebook. The best thing is to go on Canva and look for YouTube channel art. That's how they call the channel headers, and use one of these to create your channel graphic. And make sure that the text that you want to display to everyone is in the middle third from top down, and also in the middle third from left to right. Then it will be displayed correctly also on smartphones. What you should also do is write something into the channel info. What is your club about? What is Toastmaster about? And try to include some keywords there. We are about public speaking. We are about presentation skills. Everywhere where you include keywords in your channel, in your videos, this helps the YouTube algorithm to recognize what is your channel about and what are your videos about. And it will display your videos to all the people who are interested in public speaking or in leadership skills. When you start your channel, you have only a few number of videos, but when it will grow, start to create playlists, which means categories of videos. For example, one about, we don't have the tall tales, we have the tales about the countries, and we wanted to make a playlist about this. You can also make a playlist of speeches, of icebreakers, about webinars, so that people see what kind of videos you have, and you can also link them in one playlist so that you can send the links, for example, to new members to see all the videos of your channel in one folder. Let's say it's like a folder. And one important thing is, if you start a YouTube channel, you need a Gmail account. And think first before you start it. Does your club have a Gmail account? Better use this one than a personal Gmail account, because members are leaving. And if it's created on an individual Gmail account and this member is no longer in your club, who can give you access to your YouTube channel? better create a Gmail address for the club that can be handed over to the next PR person or to another member. Then your YouTube channel is based on this one. I also want to show you a channel that's a good one. You see, this is the channel header. You can read it's about Toastmasters where leaders are made. They didn't put a lot of effort in it, but it's okay from my point of view. There are other channels like this one. They don't have any header. They just call themselves L&T ECC Toastmasters. So would you know what this is about if you don't know Toastmasters? Maybe put some more effort in the name. And this is also a channel with no thumbnails or with just the PowerPoint presentation slides as a thumbnail, which are too small. And you see also the number of views is very low, although they have, I think they started 5 years ago. If you want to see how old a channel is, click on videos first, then you see all the videos and then go to sort and say sort by the oldest one. And then you see this is already 5 years old, this channel, and they started with vertical videos long time ago, but only a few views. And you see also the titles, abbreviations, which are good for Toastmasters, but for no one else. So there is lots of improvement. And also the channel info, you find this here on this link. There is nearly nothing. Let me see, District 71, I think they are better. Yeah. You see, they have a little bit more of text here. And yeah, they have some keywords like communication, leadership skills. These are all things that people are looking for. So put some effort into this one about the channel info. Now, when you upload your videos, many people are using YouTube, unfortunately, only for hosting. And they just upload their webinars or their meeting recordings, not with the intention that it should be found by someone else. But we want to promote Toastmasters. We want to promote our clubs. So I recommend to put some effort into the optimization of your videos when you upload them. You should have one focus keyword, which is the main keyword for which people should find your video. And many people don't even know about Toastmasters. They are looking more for public speaking and presentation skills, or speak in front of an audience might be a good keyword. Make a search for this keyword, and we will do this, or I will show you how to do this in a second step, and include this focus keyword somewhere in the title and in the description. This helps YouTube, the YouTube algorithm, to display your video to people who are looking for this keyword. The title itself should be short and attractive. As I said before, 50 letters are displayed on every device. It should have a maximum of 70 letters. So you can extend it knowing that everything that's over 50 will not be displayed to everyone, but you can extend it knowing that. And you see here on the right side, you also have the possibility to put some videos on unlisted so that they are not visible for everyone. For example, if they are just videos for your club members from certain contests or anything, you also have this opportunity to upload videos that are not public. Let's continue. What do you need to know for, here's the keyword research. So how can you do a very short keyword research? There are options for free on Google and YouTube, and I will show you this. There's also a tool that's called Answer the Public, which gives you some good hints for good keywords. If you have a business like me, you can also use paid tools like TubeBuddy or Morning Fame, which show you a little bit more. But as a Toastmaster, it would be enough to use the free Google and YouTube search. So let's do this. I will switch back to Google. If you're looking for a keyword, just use the Google search and let's see public speaking. One thing you must know is that the results that you see are modified concerning to you personally. So Google knows what I'm looking for, and they know that I'm German. That's why the next thing I'm seeing here is public speaking Deutsch, the second word that you see in the list. If you want to know in general where people are looking for, switch to the unknown or guest view of your browser. And then all the results that you have looked before are not relevant anymore. Let's try it again. Public speaking. Yeah, now I don't get anything. This is the demonstration effect. No, it doesn't work with a guest view. Sorry, I was wrong. Let's do it here again. Is anybody looking for public speaking Toastmasters? Yes, there is. You see, with all the additions that Google is showing you, what people are looking for. For example, public speaking club Toastmasters. That's a search term that's used several times. And every time you see a box here from Google, which shows you some questions, this shows that what people are looking for. So public speaking is a search term with 1,300,000 results. Let's look for Toastmasters itself. Toastmasters Club. It's even more. But the main page that will show immediately is toastmasters.org, because this page is really SEO optimized and probably the most found one. So if you have done your search here in Google, the second step is to search on YouTube itself. Let's do the same on public speaking. And here you see people are looking for other things. They are looking for public speaking training, public speaking tips, public speaking anxiety. Let's look for that one. Yeah, and they are not finding Toastmasters here. These are general YouTube channels that are viewed here. And let's make a test to check the thumbnails. We have 3 thumbnails here. Please write into the chat on which one you would click, 1, 2, or 3. One, two, 1, 2, yeah. Okay. For the brand number 3, yeah, because here you see the text on the thumbnail, what this is about. Let's make another check. Let's do it again with just public speaking training. Oh, thumbnails are better. Which one would you click here, 1, 2, or 3? It's getting more difficult. 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, 3. Yeah. Okay. You see, let's do this one. I scroll down and now we do it again. 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. Yeah, you probably know Simon Sinek, the person of the first, on the first thumbnail. 1, 1. Yeah. Why I'm doing this exercise with you is to show you that we decide immediately in milliseconds which thumbnail we will click on. And it's more the ones that have a big letters that can be clearly read, and it's less the ones without any text. This, in my opinion, is a little bit too much text. So this here is a good thumbnail because it's just 3 lines, 2 to 3 words, and that's it. There should not be more on a thumbnail. But please be aware, we are really deciding very fast which thumbnail we will click on. One thing, when you do the search here on YouTube, look at the videos if they have a lot of views. If there are, you see this one has 1.27 million. If there are videos that don't have a lot of views, let's try one very strange one. Oh, this is indie. I didn't expect it. And there are lots of views. 12,000. Yeah. Okay. So if you find videos that don't have lots of views, then it's not a good thumbnail. Let's try a Toastmaster test here. Toastmasters German world champion best speeches is probably a very common search term. Let's try Toastmasters speeches. Okay, here we have again Toastmasters International. If I could recommend to them, I would change the thumbnails because it's too much text, too small, and you can't read it. But you see here, no thumbnails at all, but still 80,000 views in 3 years. It's a good number. So Toastmasters speeches might be also a good search term. If you're doing videos about speeches. But this one, for example, the thumbnail, too many heads, too small, the text, you can't read it. You can't figure out what is it about. So in this way, you can make a search before you upload your video. And if you have found a good keyword, try to include it in the video title and the description. Let's go back to my presentation. Okay. We already talked about thumbnails. What are good thumbnails? 2 to 3 words in large font, clear font, without serifs, and if possible, add something additional, a visual. This can be a face, an icon, or an image to make it a little bit more attractive. If you use just text, place some rectangle behind the text to make it more outstanding. Like I did here, behind the great time or laughing matters, so that it pops more in to the view of the audience. And there's one thing, if you record webinars or meetings and you have some technical issues in the beginning, shorten it after uploading it to YouTube. And I also want to show you how to do this because it's not that difficult, but it's an important thing to do. Let's go back to our YouTube channel. And I want to show you an example. Okay. I think you didn't hear the music. Oh, you did? Okay, great. So this is an example for what I call empty content in the beginning. It's 15 seconds of a jingle with music and display of text, which is not necessary. You must be aware that many people, if they see something like this, they try to skip this part. And if it's not visible, if it's 10 seconds, 15 seconds, or 30 seconds, they just go to the next video. I want to show you some of the other analytics to make you aware how it looks like, because YouTube gives you a lot of data concerning some videos. Let's try just one of these. This is the time that people watch when the video. So it's a long video. It's 44 minutes, which is probably the cause why it's not watched that long. But what's very important is this first graph going down. Most of the people leave the video in the first 30 seconds. So try to avoid this, that there's empty space, empty content. Don't create an intro. Start from the beginning. And if you have a recording of a webinar where there is emptiness in the beginning, you can reduce it with the editor of YouTube. I also have another one. Let me show you this one.
To this computer.
To make clear what I mean.
Recording has started. David, do you need anything to, are you able to share your screen?
Yeah, I did that
when you need to. Okay, perfect. So with no further ado, over to David. Best of luck.
So this was 16 seconds. And now I don't want you to watch this all. It takes 1 minute until the real content starts. And this is something you can avoid. And I want to show you how to do this. Let's look at this one. Let's see if there's empty space. There is emptiness in the beginning. So how can you change it? This, after uploading your video, you go here to the editor section on the left. And now it opens another view with a timeline where you also see the audio below the video band. To see the emptiness, really, you have to enlarge here in the zoom. And this can be, you see here, it's just 5 seconds, but in the other video I showed you, it's 1 minute. To trim this, you just go here. In English, it's called trimming. You say trim. Then you have to enlarge this a second time so that you see the audio line here. And then you take the blue line to the right until the point where the audio starts. And now is one important thing, go to the preview. This point here on the lower button, it's called preview. And after you have done this, you have to go to save, and then you have cut off the beginning, the empty beginning of your video. So it's not that difficult. And if you have any kind of webinar, I highly recommend you to check the first seconds or the minute to really start with the real content, because people will skip it or will leave your video if they find it. This was the point about editing your video on YouTube. And now, the important thing before you start your channel, make sure who will create the videos. Will it be only recordings from speeches that you have given? What other kind of videos could you create for the channel? Because if you just want to use it for hosting videos for your members, it's not necessary to put a lot of effort into your YouTube channel. But if you want to use it for promotion, then it's important to make clear these things before. Promotion. Uploading your video is the one thing, but there is, for the YouTube algorithm, there is a certain time period that you should know. It's 24 hours and 72 hours. So the first day and the first 3 days after your video has been uploaded, you should start the promotion for your video. Because if people immediately watch your video and like it or put a comment on it, this gives a sign to YouTube that you have an interesting content. If you upload it and nothing happens, YouTube thinks, okay, nobody's interested. I don't have to display it to other people. So this 24 hours, if you could start something like putting a link on a WhatsApp group to your members and tell them, we have a new video, can you please watch and like it? This will give the signal to YouTube, oh, people are interested. I will show it to other people. And this is relevant for 24 hours, but also in the first 3 days. Unfortunately, in our district, we uploaded the videos from the district conference of last year. There are many good videos of the workshops to the channel and did not start any promotion. And therefore, it was not put into the YouTube algorithm and it was not displayed to others. So please try to avoid this. There's one thing about sharing YouTube links on Facebook and LinkedIn. Both platforms don't like it. They want to keep the users, the viewers on their platform. Therefore, try to avoid it to place or post YouTube links on Facebook or LinkedIn, because they won't display it to many people. To just give you an example, I'm uploading a video regularly every week on LinkedIn. And one time I was too busy. I didn't have the time to upload it directly. So I just posted the YouTube link. And on the next day, I looked at it, 24 views. My normal number after one day is 50 to 80 views or 100. So I deleted this post, uploaded the video the next day, the same video, same thumbnail, and the next day I watch it again, 120 views. So YouTube links are not displayed to many people on Facebook and LinkedIn. Try to avoid this. Maybe put it into the comment, but not in the post directly. This was the part I forgot on my slide. Let's go back to this one. Yeah, to consider. So what kind of videos will you create? How regular will you create videos? Because this is important for the YouTube algorithm. If you just upload 10 videos in 1 month because of a contest or a conference, and then for half a year, nothing, that's not a good sign for YouTube. Or are you only using the for the Zoom recordings that you have, as I said before, don't put too much effort into this if it's just this. Then make sure who will be the admin of the YouTube channel. And it would be good if it would be a person who can do this for longer than 1 year, because you need a lot of knowledge to do this correctly. Will you put your videos public or unlisted? And think about how can you promote them? As I just talked about the promotion, are they only for, or how can you promote them among your members or for those who are interested in Toastmasters so that they can see them too? So are there any questions about this? And if you understand German, my YouTube channel is Sabine Schmelzer Video Marketing and Zoom. If you want to learn more about Zoom, I have a lot of videos about Zoom there and about video marketing too. Now I'm open for your questions. I'm sure there are some.
Well, then I will start. I have a question. You are mentioning that the beginning should not be empty. Okay, and I understand that. So what could be the best way to start a video for a Toastmaster?
The best way to start a video is the so-called hook. We want to grab the attention when we are starting a speech with a special sentence or something. And it's similar in videos. How can you grab the attention of the people? For example, when you do interviews or panel discussions, we are used to introduce the speaker. But this is not interesting on YouTube. People want to know, what is this video about? So better start with a sentence like this. Today, you will learn how you can use YouTube to promote your club or your business, because many people make mistakes on YouTube. And we show you today how we can avoid these mistakes. So it's more about what the video is about, and then you can introduce the speaker, but make it short. So this is a better way to start a video.
So would you suggest that, since most of our webinars do not start that way, would you suggest to record it afterwards?
Either record it or just cut the beginning out. Or start it in the way I just explained. Start first with the topic. What is this about? What will you get if you watch this? And then introduce the speaker very shortly.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else with a question?
Yes, Georgia has a question. She raised her hand.
Thank you very much, Sabine. Thank you very much, Paula. Actually, I have two questions. First, we basically, because the realistic problem is that every year the public relations person in the clubs changes, and usually they're responsible for the videos, at least in my club. So we, because of privacy issue and because of social anxiety issues, we record all the meetings, but then we upload them on YouTube and list it, and we send the link only to the club members so they can see their performance and improve. So the first question is, if I understood well, we don't have to invest too much effort in this since it's only between the members. What if we make in the future the same videos public, with their consent, of course? Can we then modify all of the things you showed about the title and the description and the thumbnail? It's possible.
It's possible. You can change the titles afterwards. You can change the thumbnails, and it's worth it. Because as you've seen from the test I've made with you, which thumbnail would you click on? It makes a difference if you have a good thumbnail. So it will be viewed much more often.
All right, thank you. And the second question that I found very interesting, when you said, I didn't know about this. So we try to promote the videos on our Facebook page and our LinkedIn page. And if I understand well, let's say that the part that we make public, this is not a good practice. So I only have so the question is, how do you promote it? Our website is not something that we use for promotion because it's more a static. It's like more like a label. Here we are. This is our seat.
Yeah.
With the help of Paula, we created a Google business now. We're using this as well. But again, people, thank you, Paula. They don't really go there for updates on videos. And in my club, because of GDPR policy, I only have a certain number of emails I'm allowed to use for promotion.
Yeah.
So if you can give us a little bit of your experience with that, it would be very helpful. Thank you.
Yeah, there is a kind of workaround for LinkedIn and Facebook. You could create a post with maybe the thumbnail and a text, and then say the link to the video is in the first comment, because links in the comment are handled differently. So don't put it in the text of the post itself, put it into the first comment. There people can find it. Yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you. Thank you so much.
And coming back to your first point that our VPPRs are changing every year. Yeah, that's a pity. I have seen clubs that started Facebook pages, and then the next person was not able or not so used to Facebook, so it dried out, and then 2 years later someone else tried again. I would really recommend for YouTube, try to find someone who can do this at least for 2-3 years, even if he or she is not the VPPR, but it's not something you learn by the way and that you can hand over to anybody. There's another question from Valentina.
Yes, thank you for your presentation, first of all. And my question is, how important is it to split in chapters the video, to set the times and split it in chapters? And if it's clear, okay.
It's a very good question, and it will become more and more important because Google is also displaying videos in the search results that have chapters. So getting on the Google search page or result page, it's easier if you have chapters. And it's another possibility to include keywords in your chapters. So if you have found keywords, try to include them in the chapters too. And in the future, YouTube will offer to do this automatically. We have this AI, artificial intelligence, and in English, it's already working. It's not distributed to all countries. It doesn't work, for example, here in German yet, but it will probably come.
Thank you.
Thank you for the question. And Greg, you have a question too.
Yeah, vielen Dank, Sabine. Yes, I do have a question. Ich habe eine Frage. Can you have a moment of looking at our District 95 YouTube page? Because I actually just took it over this term and I uploaded a video, but it's not getting very many views, but I'll put the link over in the chat room for you.
Is it in the chat?
I'm going to put it there now, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, which video? I have the channel.
Mm-hmm.
Do you mean a special?
Yes, the D95 Marketing Circle. The first video, yeah. And then I added playlists, like you said, as well, too, because I had to learn a lot about doing YouTube. And I tried not to make the description too long, but I also put, what do you call it, the hashtags.
Yeah. Let me share my screen so that everybody can see the same.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's good is you have a good thumbnail, which is readable for everybody. It's about Toastmasters. You have a good name. You don't have any thumbnails here. And what you need to do is to modify your setup in the YouTube studio so that the playlists that you might have are shown on the first page.
Okay.
So they should be visible here as playlists.
Okay.
Let me say on the first page, this one, because at the moment we just see the uploads.
Yes.
And playlists are a good way to show people what you are also doing, the categories of folders I talked about. And you wanted to know this one, the marketing circle?
Yes, I just put that one up the other day. As you see, we don't have very many views, but we have 197 subscribers, and I'm trying to get more subscribers on the YouTube page.
So what is this video about?
It's about the guest packages that we have for the Toastmaster Clubs.
Okay. So try to see it from an outsider. He doesn't know that you have what guest packages are. No one is probably searching for this. Maybe I would name it like something, although I have not made a keyword research, become a guest at Toastmasters, or how to treat guests in Toastmasters, to put the word guests and Toastmasters together. Leave out the D95 marketing circle. Nobody knows what this is. Just think of the 50 letters that you have. Put the most interesting thing into the first 50 letters.
Okay, makes sense. Okay.
Okay?
Okay, yeah.
And try to make a nice thumbnail.
Okay, danke schön.
Sehr gerne.
Thank you very much, Sabine. We need to close here because it's already 8 p.m. This is
Although we started later.
Yeah, well, that's true. Well, I tell everybody it's 8 p.m. The webinar should be over. So those who would like to stay, we're going to continue a little bit longer.